is a graduate of Liverpool High School, which was a major feat in itself. He's been a local impersonator for as long as his parents can remember. He has appeared here at Sharkey's on numerous occasions as one of your favorite presidents and is currently, listen to this, appearing alongside Benicio del Toro and Paul Dano in the Ben Stiller Showtime miniseries, Escape from Dannemora. I'm not lying about that, it's true stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome, please, Corey Kinsella.
How are we doing tonight, Sharkies? How are we doing? Doing good? Doing good? It's good to be back here. It's good to be back here. It's been a while. Now I know, let's get this right out of the way. I know you're all wondering, who am I? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Well, I'm the one who's unfortunately usually dressed head to toe as President Donald Trump. It's kind of weird. It's kind of strange, you know. I do a lot of other voices. I do, well, first of all, let's just get Trump out of the way. Because can you just imagine what it was like being, when Trump gets informed about something in the White House, something crazy that just happened in the news, you know, imagine Mike Pence going in there, Mr. President, we just had a terrorist attack in New York City. Really? What happened? We just had a crazy deranged maniac who drove a rental truck through a crowd of people and killed 8 and injured 11. Well, those bicyclists, frankly, knew what they got themselves into. They should have read the repercussions before they rented those bikes on that bike path. Such a disaster. And we all, whether you love Obama or you hate Obama, we can all admit that Obama was just a little bit more presidential than Trump is, at least in the way he addressed situations and interviews with the media and the people, the press. President Obama would just greet the American people as if they're his own kids. He did it in somewhat of a classy manner. But then you have Trump, who's just calling the press losers and how they're a failing pile of garbage, okay? We all know this. The press is a disaster. So unbelievable. The disgrace that is known as the media. How terrible. But then you have George Bush, you know, and George Bush is one of my favorite presidents because he's one of the only presidents, in fact, the only president who looks like he's staring directly into the sunlight. He's just staring, sitting there, you know, imagine watching George Bush during the eclipse. Just sitting there staring right up at it. He had the best view down in Texas. He didn't even need his glasses. His eyes were in a fog from doing so much cocaine. Down on his ranch with Dick Cheney and Uncle Rush Limbaugh. Speaking of angry people that do cocaine, do we all miss Bill O'Reilly? Who here misses Bill O'Reilly? Remember the O'Reilly Factor show? Caution! You're about to enter the no spin zone. The Factor begins right now. Hi everybody, I'm Bill O'Reilly, and tonight's talking points are the fact that President Trump really doesn't know what he's doing, according to the leftist media, and along with the DNC and the Clinton campaign. But then you also have Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman's voice is literally only good for movie narration. His voice is soft and gentle, like a Twinkie. Like a Twinkie. Morgan Freeman and Andy Dufresne escaped from Shawshank Prison, and they crawled through 500 yards of a shit-fueled sewer pipe that I could not even fathom. Well, how about Christopher Walken? You know, remember Christopher Walken when he was in A View to Kill with James Bond? Or how about even better yet, when he was the dirty old janitor in the witness protection program in Joe Dirt? You know, my wife was shot 6 times in New York. I mean, Kansas. Literally, I definitely am not in the witness protection program. You're talking to my guy all wrong. It's the wrong tone. You do it again, I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron. And you know, with doing all these voices, you have to practice. Along with doing anything that you want to get good at, you have to practice it. And with practicing anything, you have to do it a lot. And with doing voices, you have to talk to yourself a lot, but way too much. Way too fucking much you have to talk to yourself. True story, I'm down in my basement a couple months ago, and I'm talking to myself. Obama's voice. Donald Trump's voice. And George W. Bush's voice. Caution, you're gonna enter the news. And so my mom, you know, they're normal people. They're trying to sleep at 4 in the morning. Apparently you can't rehearse and practice your shit while people are trying to sleep. So she hollers down the stairs, Corey, would you keep it down? You and your buddies, you're being too loud. I go, it's just me down here. She goes, well, it sounds like you got a whole clown car of people down there. Would you shut the hell up? Come on, Mom. It's just me down here. No, it's not. We're having a whole party. Corey's parents never know who's spending the night.
Yes.
And the one voice that's the hardest to practice is Arnold Schwarzenegger because he's really loud and obnoxious. And you know, we all have anybody can do an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. Am I wrong? You know, you gotta talk about the chopper and you gotta get to the T-1000 and we have to go now, we must go, we have to go now, we have to get to the gym, we have to pump some iron, we have to get our little girly muscles and the big manly muscles. But after a while when you're doing a so-called Arnold impression, you're just eventually just going and you're just doing that and you're losing your mind. You're losing your mind. And who here watches Trailer Park Boys? Anybody? How about that fucking Bubbles guy? Some of the people that don't know who I'm talking about, this is probably gonna go way over your fucking heads. We all fucking love Bubbles. Little cocksucker with a big huge googly glasses. Can't see jack shit, he's blind as hell. But Morgan Freeman basically reverts back to it all. He was the voice of God in the 2004 film with Bruce Almighty, alongside with Jim Carrey. Now before I wrap it up here, can we all I just need to get my opinion, I need to get my thoughts out about Trump. Because to me, Trump is somebody who every time he's trying to talk or respond to a question that somebody asks him, the failing New York Times or CNN or even Fox News, his response is just so uncanny. Like he pauses and he's always stopping and he's always trying to find the better word to describe or to portray or get across his point of view of whatever the question is that he's getting asked. So like they'll say, Mr. President, what do you think of your son-in-law Jared Kushner having confidential emails in collusion with Russia? And he'll sit there and say, well, you know, Jared is fantastic. Jared, frankly, he's tremendous. He hasn't done anything wrong. Jared Kushner is an unbelievable guy with impeccable credentials. He's so great. He's one of the top Jews. All right, we love the Jews. We also love Mort Goldman. Mort Goldman's a great guy. Who here watches Family Guy? Anybody know of Mort Goldman? Oh my God, my neck hurts. I need to sue everybody now so I can get money for my wallet. My wallet's being a little too light right now. Oh my goodness. Oh God. All right, everybody, I'm Corey Kinsella. That was just a little preview of the show tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great rest of the night. Give it up to Carl Patcher, Jim Nichols for making us all happen, Nick Mara for orchestrating it all.
Super Corey Kinsella, everybody. Big round of applause for Corey. I'm gonna tell you a funny story about how I met Corey. I was sitting in Trapper's Pizza with a guy named Nick Vigilante, and he said, you gotta see this video of a friend of mine. He does Donald Trump impersonations. At the time, I was trying to start this comedy club here, and so I looked at the video and I said, Nick, I've got to meet this guy Corey. So Nick says, here, I'll call him Corey right now. He'll answer the phone. So dials him up, get Corey on the phone. I said, Corey, I want you to meet me at Sharkey Center around 9 o'clock, and I want to see what you're about to do a performance for me. This guy on the other end of the phone called me every ethnic slur possible, every homophobic slur possible, ended up hanging the phone up on me. So I said, Nick, what the hell is that all about? So showed Nick the phone, and Nick goes, wrong Corey. So I called the right Corey, explained to him what I wanted to do. Before I got the phone, Corey was just sitting upstairs, Sharkey's waiting for me. My next contestant